Hello, this is Sara, Psychic Medium, and this is the Taurus 2021 Psychic Forecast, Insight, Guidance and Predictions. Thank you for all of you who are tuning in right now, and if you'd like a private reading, then do just go down to the website www.saraperrypsychic.com. And if you enjoy this vlog, then please do like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So what have we got for 2021? Now, the first thing that I got when I was doing this reading was a blast from the past. And I feel like there's a kind of, I don't want to say ghost, or actually it's the word visionary they're giving me, is going to be casting an energy over you over 2021. And it's a reminder of what has been. It's a little bit like the Christmas Carol, they're telling me. It's a reminder of what's important. And I think it's going to be there for everybody, don't get me wrong, because of what has been going on in 2020. And there has been a lot of losses, there's been a lot of struggles. But this is just, it's like it's just always there. This is going to be like a constant energy all the way through the year just to keep you on track, because I feel like many of you have had to step outside your comfort zone in a way that you would never believe. And everything that's happened in 2020 has shown us that the control that we don't have, the only control that we have is choice and what we do with the situation and how we do, how we act upon things. And being a Taurian, you like things to be in order. You like a plan, you like some kind of structure, you want the foundations to be strong. And obviously finances or material energy is a very important factor of a Taurian. Not saying that you're all money minded, but security is important, and so you kind of like to know that you are. And this disruption is a little bit, it's uneasy in more ways than one. So throughout this next year, you're being reminded of what you've learned if you stepped outside that box, obviously, but also to keep in that flow. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, let go of those niggling doubts that you have to have it all done. I think this is going to be such a big year for every sign about independence, about knowing yourself on such an honest level, that you know your heart, that it literally does shine that path ahead, that it's there, it's your protection, it's your light, it's your salvation. And that throughout everything, whatever goes on around you, you still have that security, that side of you can trust. So this energy is a reminder, possibly if you have a dip, it's like, I feel like it's a protection. I'm getting very much the violet flame energy, which is very cleansing. So I feel like this is going to be with you for all the year as well. But it's also a guidance to, and so I'm getting quite a lot of channel messages here. It's the angelic light coming through to remind you to connect with that higher self, that when everything changes, that things start to shift, because I'm seeing 3 or 4 major steps up, but they're also going to be shifts sideways for you. Now that will make sense by the end of the year. If you re-listen to this, you'll understand, but I would advise you or guide you to have some kind of notebook or journals with you all year, so that you can really make note of the things the big changes that happen. The more you become aware of these things, the higher level you're going to rise, the more you're going to connect with that higher self. And being who you are, you're always going to have your roots in the ground, so you're going to be safe anyway. But it's like, I was saying, it's always like your energies are elongated, you're becoming tall people, really tall people. And I'm sure there's a lot of tall people that are listening, but it's that sense that you're just lifting above the clouds, and somehow you're understanding on such a high level, because you've already got that grounded knowledge, and everything is, you've got that structured mind. The rest is like a bonus, because that is a real successful ingredient or recipe. Now, there is a goal to be reached if you'd like it, Spirit is saying. If you want to begin again and you want to start your life afresh, this is a great thing. If you want to finish off reaching a goal you had before, that's a good thing as well. Be clear about what it is and do what you wish. Again, it's like if you really want something and you're really passionate about something and it's really what you want to do, then at least give it a go. There's going to be some important revelations, and I'm getting family members, aunties particularly. The word auntie is coming up as could be a surrogate auntie. It doesn't have to be blood, but it's that sense of somebody who isn't necessarily your mother or father. It's somebody who's in the family, but possibly what they're showing me is somebody you can talk to on a different level. So it could be a grandmother or just a cousin or something like that. And I feel they're bringing some revelations, or they may bring you more knowledge to help you realise certain things. But I'm getting a lot of expansion. I'm getting a lot of strength as well. You may forge a friendship with a family member who has been removed for a while, or someone you haven't known so well because they're not your immediate family. And, I'm guessing they're showing me pictures of greenhouses and growing and talking together and, discussing, learning a new craft of some kind, or having some kind of interest that binds you both or bonds you both. And I feel that this could be a new direction for you, but it's something you haven't experienced before. So expect the unexpected. You might think, well, I don't get on with any of my cousins or my aunt. I never speak to any of them, but and then you realise you've got this thing in common, and it just really bonds you together, and it's like a second family in a way. You may feel a bit stressed at the beginning of the year about maybe you're being pushed into doing something on your own, or you just want to get out and do something. You want your freedom, so you're literally gagging to get into 2021 so you can say goodbye to 2020. I feel like you want to push forwards with something. You want to progress with something. Something in writing will come. So if you're waiting for some legal agreements or something to be sorted, I am getting Aquarius, so I feel it will be during that time. It could be linked to an Aquarius. It is very positive as well. I feel like the news you've been waiting for is going to be good. This feels like something that's been ongoing for a long, long time, and then all of a sudden you're signing documents and on your way, and this is going to clear away and close some doors from 2020. Now it's funny because I feel like you've got to get to the end of January before you finally close the door on 2020. All right, it feels like there's just an extra month of things to complete, things to do. This could be because you're moving, because you're setting up something to start in February. Maybe there's going to be another lockdown, or I don't think so. Somehow I feel like we're going to be going back on the home stretch with all this pandemic stuff by then. But maybe you're pulling everything back together. You're restarting a business that's been shut, or you just need a month to get your bearings, kind of thing. So you're ready. Sometimes it's just, clearing up, maybe after a big party, it feels like for some of you, if you've got to reopen an office, you've got to go and do a spring clean, and, you can't really open till the 28th of January. That seems to be a significant time when you can finally say, right, everything's done, let's open in February instead. It just feels like a delay of a month. So you're kind of saying February is going to be the beginning of the year. This is when I'm going to start back, but I need a month to just get myself prepared. Maybe you have to do some reorganisation of staff. Maybe you've got to advertise again, and like I say, repaint, decorate, rebuild something. I know that some weather has been pretty bad as I'm recording this now in November. I know there's been quite bad weather in England, and probably all over the place. And I'm sure by that time there will be other storms happening because it's always likely around that time. So there could have been some damage. That's what I'm picking up, something that has to be rebuilt or redone. But I do see old licenses have to be renewed as well. And it just seems like a delay. It would have been done before, but in some ways you've just thought, okay, well, let's just bin this for a while. I'm going to enjoy this time off. I'm going to, relook at it in February because no one seems to be around till then. So let's get it done. All right. So expect that. There is a new cycle coming in, and I do feel a door is shutting, which is going to literally bring in your higher standing. It could be that you end something and you get a promotion, because I feel like you're at the front. You've got something to be proud of. I've got the rooster here saying, hey, look at me, I'm fabulous. You're just going to feel really confident. I feel this is between April and July time. Massive change of pattern. Again, a sense of feeling in control. This could be you starting out on your own, a business on your own. I feel it is work orientated. That new career options could come in, or you completely change what you're doing. A really unexpected surprise is going to put your security back where where it was. So if something was lost, so maybe you took a money loss. Again, I'm getting maybe license plates or something to do with that. Maybe you had to spend out a lot of money. I am getting the number 1500, which could be 1,500, or maybe it's significant of 15,000. But it feels like there could have been something you've had to pay out, or you've had maybe it's a drop in wage, which would be obvious because of what's been going on this year. But it feels like something is going to put that back where it was. So it's like the groundwork is coming back in place, and it's going to be unexpected, and it's going to be a really nice surprise. So it's like, maybe if there's a big storm and the roof flies off your house, suddenly someone comes in and says, right, we're going to fix that and we'll do it all for nothing. It's like something just replaces it, or maybe you move into a better house, or whatever is closed, whatever door is closed, another one is going to open, which is going to be really good. And again, it will come unexpectedly. I feel there's big changes around your work and career situations. Now, where relationships are concerned, I feel like you've been battling something for a long time. It's like an old demon that keeps raising its head. And I feel like there's going to come a big crossroads this year. Again, I'm getting kind of April time, but for some of you, it might not be till October. I would have thought that if it's October, you've been letting it go for a while, but you will come to a point of change, of a new direction, and it is going to be a stronger one. I feel like communication can be better. It's to do with communication. It's to do with how you speak from your heart. And I'm not saying that you don't say what you feel. Maybe you're not expressing yourself enough. Maybe you're not being honest enough and true because you don't want to upset someone, or you're being more grounded, so you're being a little bit hesitant and they're just getting away with it all the time. But I feel like this will be dealt with this year. It has to be sorted. Maybe you'll walk away. I'm not seeing an ending as such. I feel this is more about expansion. I feel this is more about just new directions and making changes. Interaction by social media, phone calls, that kind of thing, are going to bring endings as well. What I've got here is a situation for some of you where you feel like maybe you've been the underdog, or you've been bullied. And it could be that you've been with somebody and you haven't heard them for a while, but they'd had a really bad past and they've been the victim of abuse of some kind, and they're going to call you, or you are going to call someone out. I do see again this sense of rejuvenation, rebirth, doors closing, but positive things coming from it. So if you've been the person who's felt like you're the victim of a situation and you can't get out, I feel like you are going to call the other person out. You will. Again, this is a crossroads. This could be the demon you've been battling for a while. It's your own unconscious. You can't, in your fear, and it's about getting it sorted now. But I do see a positive light at the end of the tunnel. But there is a sense of freedom with love. Relationships, freeing yourself up, finding a new way forwards, which isn't restrictive, because some of you may have felt restricted. Again, if you felt bullied, or you haven't been able to contact somebody, they've distanced themselves because of their situation, and that's been holding the relationship up. Maybe you're going to free yourself and just say, I'm not going to do this anymore. But I do feel balance is coming from it. So, all good. So it's quite an expansive year, really. Very, very important year. there's going to be more control, more positivity, and a big change of pattern. But work issues are going to be big, I feel. So have a great 2021. I hope you enjoyed this read. And if you'd like a private reading, just get on down to the website, and I'd love to hear from you. Take care.